Marvel and DC. Once rivals, now lovers. They've decided to do a crossover for the first time since the 90s. A big deal, kind of confusing, so today I just want to cover everything and make sure everyone knows what's going on. Let's get into it. So first, starting with everything that we've gotten this year, we started with Deadpool and Batman #1, which came out September 17th of this year. It was written by Zeb Wells, and it was drawn by Greg Capullo. And the order of the names is important because after that, we got Batman and Deadpool #1, which is different. The names got flopped. Different thing. That one came out November 19th, so it's pretty new, pretty fresh. It's written by Grant Morrison, and it's drawn by Dan Mora. And then each of these issues, they all contain a backup story, which contain the more minor matchups of people that's aside from the main Batman, Deadpool, big shebang. So some of the examples is you've got Captain America and Wonder Woman, you've got Green Arrow and Daredevil, and then you've got X-23, Wolverine, and Nightwing. And there's like a bunch more. And yeah, that's what we got so far. Wait, hold on. Before we move on to the next year's things, there were 2 more releases this year. Very quick. They were backup stories that were web exclusives. There was a Thor and Shazam one that's only on Marvel Unlimited, and then there's a Flash and Fantastic Four one that's only on DC's comic app. That's it. All right, we're moving on.
All right, in 2026, we kick off the year in January with a reprint of, it's a Treasury edition of Superman and Spider-Man, which was Superman vs. Spider-Man back in 1976, and it's a big book format. If you're not really familiar with book formats, there's paperback, hardcovers, omnibuses, compendiums, just a ton of names for a ton of different books, and this is just Treasury edition. They're just kind of bigger, fancier. Hardcover or not, we don't really know yet, but that's what's going to come in January. In February, we have a reprint of Superman and Spider-Man, which is also going to be a Treasury edition. I don't get the difference of the two. It's f***ing stupid if you ask me, but we're getting that in February. But in March and April, we'll finally get some new shit, with March being Superman and Spider-Man #1, and then in April, Spider-Man and Superman, which, if you don't know, if it says Superman, that means it's DC. If there's a DC name first, and then Spider-Man, that's going to be a Marvel issue because his name is first. It's all convoluted and stupid. I don't know why they just wouldn't make it all one run and one thing, because now you're going to have 2 #1s with seemingly the same title, so the casual person won't really know what's happening, but you will from watching this video. And we don't know anything about backup stories, kind of like how Aiden touched on the X-23 Wolverine and Nightwing and Green Arrow and Daredevil and all that. We don't have any backup stories yet, but we probably will get plenty of them.
Okay, so next I just want to talk about why this is a big deal in the comic world. It's the first time there's been a Marvel and DC collab in 20 plus years, with the last one being Justice League and Avengers in the early 2000s. And instead of this being just like one big one-off event, this is more of like a renewed initiative between companies to cross over multiple times and making stories with top talent instead of more of a gimmick like it used to be. Instead of just making Marvel versus DC or the amalgam world that they made before, where they're trying to mash everything together and make a new world, it seems like they're genuinely trying to coexist and have the top creators make the best stories possible that they can make with each other's characters, which is really cool to me. I like that. It feels less gimmicky and like something you can come back to more often and appreciate. It's also cool that they're breaking into different formats, like doing Treasury editions or the online exclusives and whatnot. They're breaking it up, mixing it up. It's pretty cool. Also say hi to my cat. And next we just want to go over our wish list for what we would like to see for crossovers. We'll get into that now.
Crossover wish list. I have a top 12 crossover wish list that I want to go over. People I want to see as either mainline crossovers or just like kind of a backup story.
Number 1.
The first one I want to name off is Aquaman and Black Panther. I think it'd be really cool to see 2 kings of their respective kingdoms kind of collab for a story fighting whoever. I just thought Aquaman and Namor is kind of an obvious one, but that one seems just kind of weird, just having just 2 fish people fight it, where I think Aquaman and Black Panther would be more interesting.
Number 2.
A very unique one that I think, and it's probably not going to happen, but I think it'd be really, really cool if it did, is the Sandman and Nightmare. I think the Sandman is really cool because he's kind of like he's the king of dreams, and he kind of guides you along your dream, regardless of nightmare or not. He kind of resolves them from time to time, and Nightmare is very antagonistic, where this could be kind of like an old school one where it's the versus thing they used to do, or it could be a collab, I don't know, but I think this would be a really interesting one to throw in there.
Number 3.
All right, for number 3, I think this one's very obvious. People have edits of like me and bro after we become superheroes, and it's Batman Beyond and Spider-Man 2099. I think this one's just very obvious pick. Is two famous superheroes from the future and probably the most popular futuristic superheroes that we have. So
Number 4.
for number 4, I want Swamp Thing and Ghost Rider. Yes, this one is very, very, very out there, but hear me out. He is a demon, which is supernatural, and Swamp Thing is supernatural, and he's not necessarily a demon, but he goes along with the Justice League Dark all the time, which I think would be a very interesting team up for them, fighting some sort of demon or some sort of entity, maybe bumping along with like Etrigan or Deadman. I think it'd be really interesting.
Number 5.
For number 5, I have Winter Soldier and Red Hood. I think these are really cool because they're both sidekicks that died and rose up from the dead, and I think they could do some really cool stuff, really brutal fights. That's about that for that one.
Number 6.
For number 6, I have Moon Knight and Dr. Fate, which you might be thinking, why not do Dr. Fate with Dr. Strange? Because Dr. Strange with Constantine, I really like that pick because Constantine's very blunt, and Dr. Strange is he's blunt in his own way, but he's not as, I guess, shrewd with his words, like saying and all that. So I think it'd be really cool to see that one. But I want Dr. Fate and Moon Knight because they're both chosen avatars for a god, and I think it'd be cool to see Khonshu, and I think it's Nebu is the spirit that controls Dr. Fate. I think really cool to see them kind of clash, or not even clash, maybe join forces against something, but it's just cool to see them together because they're very, very different.
Number 7.
For number 7, I kind of have a kid pick, kind of like Hulk and Harley Quinn for the new kind of like crossover back cover stories. I have Peter Porker and Batmite, which I think is be a funny looking comic. You know, they're probably really wacky and goofy, but I think it'd be really good for like a childish kind of like entry.
Number 8.
For number 8, I have Black Adam and Loki, and I think this would be really cool. It's kind of a play off of the Thor Shazam one, kind of the villains kind of going at it, and I thought it'd be really cool to kind of have a versus or like kind of a trickery kind of thing where Loki's trying to usurp the throne from Black Adam. He usurps it. Hey, word of the day. That'll be it. But basically, I think it'd be cool to see Black Adam have to deal with like an annoying kind of character like Loki trying to take over the throne.
Number 9.
Number 9, I have Martian Manhunter and Silver Surfer. I think they're very stoic heroes, and they kind of in their own way are very, very similar. They very much are very spiritual, I guess, and just they're very stoic and cool, and there's a really cool death battle fight if you guys want to go watch it between them.
Number 10.
Number 10, this one is a personal favorite of mine, Detective Chimp and Hitmonkey. They are both a breed of monkey. I don't really know what Hitmonkey is. I think Hitmonkey actually is a chimp from like, I don't know, he's like from like a snowy kind of area, but Detective Chimp and Hitmonkey are very, very different takes on like a kind of like a monkey character, where I think it'd be really cool to see a super smart monkey with a very violent one with guns. I think it'd just be kind of a funny little read.
Number 11.
Number 11, I have Jessica Jones and The Question. I think it'd be really cool to see them kind of tackle a mystery alongside with each other. They're really good detectives, and I think it'd be a really, really cool mashup between them. Jessica Jones, I think, is really popular now with her coming into Daredevil Season 2. Or I guess Daredevil Born Again Season 2. Don't get me started on names like this. Is bullshit. You should have just made it Daredevil Season 4. Sorry for the tangent, but this category's over.
Number 12.
For number 12, I have Miles Morales and Static from the Static Shock show. I think his name should be Static Shock. I don't know why they want to be difficult. His show is called Static Shock, and people know him as Static Shock. But anyway, and also don't get me started, it's Miles Morales' Spin. Spin's such a stupid name. Anyways, I think Miles Morales and Static Shock would be a really, really cool character mashup. I think they're very, very similar with kind of being two young, like, black superheroes kind of paved their own way in the comics industry and became really big hits. And I think it'd be really interesting to see them fight alongside each other, tackling a cool, like, character or something. Like, Static Shock versus Miles Morales, like, fighting Kingpin or something. Like, something really low-key, grounded, and just kind of cool to watch. Or, I guess, read. That is our top 12 here at Comic Radio. Comment down below what you would like to see that isn't already made, or comment your favorite crossover that you've seen so far.